5 seconds to go. Start. I have great pleasure in associating myself with the Silver Jubilee celebrations of the Chandigarh Press Club. Chandigarh is the symbol of a new India. It is the city beautiful. At the time of its creation, Jawaharlal Nehru declared, "Let Chandigarh be the first large expression of our genius flowering on our newly earned freedom," representing the indomitable spirit of the people of Punjab and Haryana. The city has symbolized the resurgence of modern India. In keeping with this vibrancy, the media in Punjab has also been at the forefront of journalism in our country. Many of our finest journalists at the national level cut their teeth here in Chandigarh. This city has been a fine training ground for journalists. Today morning, I had the privilege of attending the 125th anniversary celebrations of the Tribune. The Tribune was born in Lahore, but it blossomed here in Chandigarh. It did so because Chandigarh provided the intellectual, social, and political environment in which media could freely develop and grow. I salute Chandigarh and the people of Chandigarh. May your city continue to grow as a role model in all walks of life. I would like to pay a special tribute to the media in Punjab and indeed in neighboring Jammu and Kashmir for standing up to the forces of terrorism and anti-national forces and for defending democracy and democratic values. I have always believed in the importance of a free press. It is the ultimate check against the tyranny of authority. As I have often said, I do sincerely believe that there is no grievance, howsoever extreme and desperate, that cannot be redressed through democratic means. Our democracy gives everyone the right to articulate any grievance in a democratic manner. However, no civilized society can tolerate violence and extremism. Extremism of any form based on any divisive ideology cannot be tolerated in any civilized democratic society. Any group that claims to represent the interests of a people must be willing to test its popularity through democratic means and accept the people's verdict. It is through the legislature and in the media that public opinion has to be won over to a cause, not by killing innocent people, not by denying media its freedom to survey news and views. Many journalists have defended the freedom of the press against the tyranny of terrorism, bigotry, and separatism. They were willing to do this by paying with their lives. We are proud of our media and its contribution to shaping public opinion for nation building and social change. The high standards of journalism prevailing in our country, in spite of the commercial pressures on media, testify to the robust traditions of independent journalism. Our free press has emerged as an important guarantor of democratic and human rights. Our media has given voice to the voiceless. It has ensured that every minority and marginal group is heard, is seen, is involved in the mainstream. Media has been described as the last line of defense for freedom and democracy. Media holds a mirror to society. It constitutes an early warning system. Its assessments on numerous policies alert the nation to the prevailing situation and signal us to be mindful of the future challenges and opportunities. However, with the rapid growth of media in recent times, qualitative development has not kept step with quantitative growth. In the race for capturing markets, journalists have been encouraged to cut corners, to take chances, to hit and run. I believe the time has come for journalists to take stock of how competition has impacted upon quality. Consider the fact that even one mistake and a resultant accident can debar an airline pilot from ever pursuing his career. Consider the case that one wrong operation leading to a life lost and a doctor can no longer inspire the confidence of his patients. One night of sleeping on the job at a railway crossing, an avoidable train accident, and a railway man gets suspended. How many mistakes must a journalist make? How many wrong stories? How many motivated columns before professional clamps are placed? How does the financial media deal with market moving stories that have no basis in fact? Investors gain and lose, markets rise and fall. But what happens to those reporters, analysts, editors who move and make markets? Are there professional codes of conduct that address these challenges? Is the Press Council the right organization to address these challenges? Can professional organizations of journalists like the Press Club, for example, play a role? I have often heard it said that the press club is just a watering hole, a meeting place, and nothing more. However, I am impressed by the fact that the Chandigarh Press Club is aspiring to be more. You have built conference facilities, meeting rooms. You can bring these buildings alive by making use of them to reflect, to discuss, to debate among yourselves. Where is media headed? How can you reach global professional standards? This is important when we have to deliberate and take same positive stand for the future. Stop.